Welcome back to another episode. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on out there tonight? I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of what's happening. Fix this doggone camera over here on YouTube. Hey, I hope y'all having a wonderful, productive week so far. Welcome back. This is Clout Chasing. I am Big Clout, aka Savalas Williams. Yes, where we mix the real estate with the culture. That's what we do here. So what y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? You see y'all, my shirt good? How y'all feel about that? Y'all can hear me? Can y'all see me? Instagram, can you see me? Facebook, can you see me? I mean Facebook. YouTube, can you see me? YouTube? How my shirt look? How my shirt look? How my shirt look? Straight? We good? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. We straight? We got a very interesting. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We got a very interesting article about the evictions that's going on in Vegas, right? So we know that it's not just Vegas; it's all over all over the country. It's getting real bad about these evictions that's taking place, and so we're just going to discuss this article and see what's going on in Vegas because it seems like the government in Vegas, that local government, they're actually trying to help the tenants stay in their homes, right? And so this is, it's a give and take situation because the laws and what's always been as far as um, the the rights of a renter versus the rights of an owner is a tug of war, right? And so what we're finding in Vegas is that there's been an increase of evictions more so, most recently than any other time. And like I said, once again, it's not just Vegas that's facing these evictions. It's also all the big cities, right? San Francisco, Miami, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, you name it, it's some evictions going on. Why? Why are these evictions happening? It's the question, right? Couple things. Number one is because of the P word. Start with a P and with an M. Y'all remember that? We still feeling the effects of the vid-19. We still feeling the effects of it. So the rent moratoriums came in. The government said, you don't got to pay rent. They told owners of properties, you don't got to pay your mortgage for 6 months, for a year. Now, we in 2023, y'all. These government stamped up approvals of not paying the rent, of not paying the mortgages, it's over. It's over. No more, baby, no more. And so the roosters are coming to crow. Yes. And we, especially our Black women in the community, are feeling these effects kind of more than any other group of people for various reasons. But even for our people in Vegas who are facing these evictions, I just don't want to talk about them and not give them any type of other solutions. We want to, be a channel where we can get the information, dissect it, and give some type of solution. So y'all rock with me. And also, I want to hear what y'all got to say about any solutions to help people stay in their homes, right? These people being evicted, they're going out to the streets. Hey, they're going to live with family. They're going to shelters. They are going to live with strangers, to rent rooms, to rent. In the Bay, I'm from the Bay. Y'all don't know, I'm from the Bay, originally from the Bay Area. In Oakland, Hayward, San Jose, to rent a room in someone's house, you're talking like $2,500. To rent a room, right? If you're in the Bay Area, it's bad. I don't think it's that bad in Vegas, but I could just imagine it's going to get worse, right? Everything, come on, tell me, y'all. Everything is costing more nowadays, right? Like food is going up, right? If you have a car, your car notes probably went up, right? Or to buy a car, the prices went up, right? All kind of crazy stuff. To buy clothes, the prices are ridiculous. So the problem is that the money that we've been getting from our jobs, if we have jobs, those of us who are employed or have businesses, the money has not kept up with the inflation of the items around us, right? So that's why it's being extra hard on everybody's bank account, right? And so, like I said, man, we want to help give solutions and ideas on how people can get better. Mitchell. I have friends in California. Yes, it's always been high. Yeah, but now it's been here too. Kansas. It's also, see, that's crazy. Kansas is no longer affordable. Thank you for that comment and that information, because I just was on Facebook earlier and I was watching a live stream from a guy who's from Kansas City. Well, Kansas, I think you're talking about the state, not necessarily the city, right? So it's two Kansas, Missouri, and then Kansas, right? But they're both right next to each other. So they're twins. They're twins. But to be in the middle of the country like Kansas and things are getting more expensive, it's ridiculous. So I just want to say thank you for tuning in and getting the information from this channel. I appreciate it. But yeah, so this article, man, we're gonna get. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I be messing up, y'all. So I'm just forgive me. I be messing up sometimes. I see you over here on IG. Salute. Let me introduce myself. Those of you who may not know who I be, you know, my name is Savalas Williams. That's my government name. I spent the last several years educating myself in the world of real estate. So I have an associate's degree in real estate. I have a certificate of completion in real estate. I have a certificate of completion for commercial real estate through a program called BOMA, which is Building Owners, Managers, and Associates. And I have a bachelor's degree in business management with a concentration in what? Real estate. Now, told y'all I'm from Cali. Before I left California, I was able to actually get my real estate license for the state of California, right? And so on top of all of that, I've managed my own property, a couple properties, not many, it's a couple properties, right? I'm a homeowner, and I currently work in property management with military housing here in Virginia. I'm in VA now, 2 up, 2 down. VA, baby, 2 up, 2 down, right? And so you're getting a perspective from someone who knows a little bit about the real estate game and what's going on. However, I'm not a lawyer, right? I'm not a lawyer. I don't claim to be one. This is not legal advice, right? I'm just reading an article that caught my attention that came from Vegas. And so let's, Virginia, yep. I'm in VA, yep, 2 up, 2 down, baby. All right, let's get into this article, y'all. Last time I messed up with someone, so I'm gonna keep this like this. All right, Nevada Legal Services offered tenants help Wednesday at the Nevada Legal at the NLV Justice Court. So it's this group of people, it's a legal group. They're offering help to tenants that are in Vegas. Because why? The Vegas courtrooms have been packed with people from about to get evicted, right? It's been crazy in the past week in Vegas. Just a little tidbit on that, right? About Vegas. It's in Nevada in general. It's actually not the most, it's not the highest ranked place when it comes to eviction filings. So imagine that all this news is coming out about Vegas, and they're not even one of the top states that are really feeling the effects of evictions. This is just a place where the articles are pumping out the most because I guess it's Vegas, right? So, what happens in Vegas, obviously, don't stay in Vegas. All right. So we got this legal services group that's helping residents in Vegas. Why? Because I explained in my other video before that as a owner, when you're evicting someone, or a property management group, when you're evicting someone, 98% of the time, the verdict is going to go to the owner and to the property management team, right? If you're a renter and you got to go to court for an eviction situation, it's not going to look good for you, right? And so Vegas is trying to actually help these people to say, hey, we want to give you some advice, because why? A lot of times the owners, they have lawyers with them, or they have some type of advantage in the court system. And we're going to talk about that, right? It's three things that y'all really need to understand when it comes to this. But we're going to get into the article. All right. Please don't forget to, there's a piece of hair in my mouth. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Share with your auntie, your cousin, and 10 people that you don't know. All right, so as the number of evictions have increased throughout Southern Nevada, Las Vegas, right? Nevada Legal Services has started to offer free assistance to tenants inside the North Las Vegas Justice Court. So that's a good thing. They're getting some free counsel, seems like, right? The lawyers from Nevada Legal Services, which assist low-income residents on a variety of legal matters, are scheduled to be at the courthouse Wednesday, which is today. So this article came out on the 31st. This was happening, what I'm reading about, took place today. The services, this group, they're all supposed to be there to help these low-income residents. All right, let's continue. It's a person from the legal services. She's been quoted as saying, or he or she has been quoted as saying, part of our work is to have a presence in the courthouse weekly to make sure that the community gets the resources to self-advocate on tenants' issues, as well as provide representation when needed, right? Why? Because renters, a lot of times, don't have proper representation when they're facing these evictions in court. Like when I went through my eviction to evict one of my former tenants, she didn't have a lawyer. I, on the other hand, I didn't hire a lawyer, but I did go talk to a lawyer, a real estate lawyer, and showed them what I had, my evidence, my lease agreement, what happened, what the situation was. I paid that. I think it was like $50 for like 45 minutes of sitting down with a lawyer, and he explained to me a couple of things that I need to look out for. And I just took that knowledge into court with me, right? And so it worked out. I mean, she got out of my house. It took 6 months, but anyway. After countywide rental assistance scales back this year, and eviction protections expired in June, right? Legal aid groups and housing organizers have observed an uptick in people being evicted. Of course, why? Because people don't have the money, right? They don't have the money. And it's sad, but the pandemic did not do us really no favors on a large scale, right? Yeah, people were, I guess, safe from being sick, but to have someone not go to work and then for their jobs to either go under or for them to have to find new employment and they haven't been able to find that new employment, it causes situations like this where people are being evicted at a high rate, right? Nevada's unique summary eviction process, which requires a tenant to be the first to file with the courts after receiving a 7-day pay or quit. What you gonna do? You gonna pay up some bread, or you gonna quit and you gonna walk away from the house or the apartment or the townhouse or the trailer or whatever it is that you don't own, unfortunately? What are you gonna do? Pay or quit? You're gonna get that notice and you got 7 days to respond, right? It says the governor vetoed legislation that sought to change the order of an eviction that was filed, right? Extended the protections that paused evictions while renter assistance applications were being processed. So they're processing the people who need to get on the rental assistance program, right? But the governor was like, nope, boop. Everybody, if y'all ain't on right now, y'all can't get no assistance, y'all cut off. It's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Right? But I can imagine that list was probably ultra long. And he was like, yo, we gotta move forward. We gotta move forward. As the Nevada Legal Services prepared to launch its efforts, recently observed the afternoon proceedings at the courthouse. So this is really what prompted them to go ahead and do this, help these tenants out, was because they actually went to the court and they seen what was happening. Right? They wanted to get boots on the ground to really see what was going on. All right, what they discovered was that this is what they discovered. So they said, we think it's some people being evicted, a lot of people. Let's go down to the courthouse and see what's really happening. So what they found was that it's a lot of women, a lot of mothers. So a little bit of Hispanics in there, a little bit of black men. Not many married people at all. There was one married couple, but not many at all. Right? So now they're like, yo, we are actually going to go down here and actually help these people, because now we see where we could fit in and our services could actually be of help to these people. Right? Now, before I go on any further, I like to give solutions, like I said. And so if you go to the description below, you will find a link for a tech boot camp called Careerist. Careerist helps people break into the tech industry, right? You get higher paying jobs. You don't put yourself in positions to whereas you're being evicted. You don't no longer have to worry about being a part of low income housing, right? If you get that good job working in the tech industry. What's up, nephew? If you get that job working in the tech industry. So check out Careers. You don't have to have a college degree. You don't have to have any prior knowledge about how technology or tech works. You don't have to be a techie person. The course that I did when I joined Careers was called Sales Tech Engineer. That position specifically starts out at $70,000 to $100,000 when you first get an actual job in the industry. I'm still waiting to get a phone call from someone to actually work in the industry, so I'm still pushing for that. But however, in the meantime, I want to put everybody else on, because we shouldn't be out here struggling like this. We shouldn't be reading articles about people in Vegas being evicted at crazy amounts, right? So, get back into the article. It says a lot of people are representing themselves and don't really know what defense to put forward. For a lot of them, there were some circumstances that were present, but they had no defense. So it's like they know the people, they stand in front of the court. The landlord is like, yo, this person owed me rent for the last 5 months. The resident's like, I may owe you the rent, but I'm not paying you because, I lost my job because of COVID, or I lost my job because my job no longer exists. Remember, even still to this day, just yesterday, the trucking company Yellow went out of business, right? So there's actual companies that had billions of dollars that no longer even exist because of what happened during the pandemic, right? What happened during the COVID-19 situation, right? So a lot of people have lost their jobs. It was one video went viral. Dude got so upset because he worked with the company like 20 years and they said he won't even get his pension. So that's something that he had been paying into for 20 years and now he don't get it. So that was all bad. So back to the article, right? Eviction cases are heard in Southern Nevada at the courthouse in Henderson and in North Las Vegas. By being at the North Las Vegas Justice Court, They are attempting to address racial disparities in evictions. So we know, if y'all been watching my other videos, that Black women are twice as likely to be evicted than a white woman. Matter of fact, um, Black women who are single and have children are more likely to get evicted than any other race out here. So this is in America. This is crazy, right? And so they're talking about this in the article. There's racial disparities happening in these evictions, right? It's not just, people getting evicted just to get evicted. It's landlords who are really prejudiced out here. Hey, what's up, cousin? What's up, cousin? It's really people who are still really racist out here, still really prejudiced out here, and still will evict you just because of color of your skin, right? Keep reading the article. North Las Vegas population is 22% Black, 42% Hispanic, according to the U.S. Census, right? Eviction Lab data estimate that despite being 17% of Southern Nevada's renters, Black tenants make up 37% of the evictions that's being filed. Crazy. Look, this is Wild Magnolia out here. I'm gonna say it one more time, right? The data shows that 17% of Nevada renters are Black, right? So people in the Vegas area, 17%, that's not really that much. 17% is not a lot, right? 17% of them are Black. However, 37% of those Black people are getting evictions filed upon them, right? Our focus is to address the disparities in evictions of African Americans in North Las Vegas. The idea to set up tenant services at the North Las Vegas court comes from one of the representatives, along with two other attorneys from the Nevada Legal Services, who were recently selected as fellows with the Racial Justice Institution Center. Okay, so they got a nice little team, sound like they're trying to help people in Vegas, right? They got a nice team. They're trying to help people in Vegas. Let's see if they actually going to be able to do this. This all happened today. These people went to the court in Vegas today to help renters fight cases from being evicted, right? All right, let's keep going. In a statement, one of the directors of the Racial Justice Institution said, fighting inequality is key to achieving real change in communities of color and communities with low income. Okay, I mean, we can agree upon that, right? However, like I said before, one of the ways that we fight that inequality, that low income, is to get better skills, get more training. Even if you start a business, make sure it's a profitable business and that we can make more money, right? Because having these low income jobs is not helping us pay our rent. Even with the majority of cases being seen for non-payment. Oh, okay, here we go. This is it. I'm almost done. These are the three things we're going to talk about in this last paragraph. Follow me. Even with a majority of the cases being seen have been for non-payment of rent, tenants often brought up inhabitability issues such as what? Broken air conditioners or maintenance problems that result in them withholding the rent. I don't even got to read the little last part. So, this is what I need everyone to understand, right? So the situation is this. The renters, they're being evicted for what? Non-payments, right? A majority of the situations. This is typically what it is if you go to court for an eviction. A majority of the time it's going to be for non-payment. Ain't nobody paying up their rent money, right? But the residents, they're telling the judge, they're like, yo, we didn't pay rent. Why? Why you didn't pay rent? Because the air conditioner was broken. If you live in Las Vegas, if you live in Phoenix, I think you need an air conditioner, right? It's kind of important. Now, remember, we discussing this, right? You talking to someone who works currently in property management for military housing, right? And so I see on the daily, especially now I do the grounds crew for military housing. But before that, I was a service coordinator. And as a service coordinator, and still with the grounds crew, but more so, I get to see the behind the scenes stuff. And so what you'll see is stuff like this. Air conditioner's not working. You got to put it in the system, send technicians out there to go take care of it, right? Maintenance problems, right? So the resident's like, yo, my light bulb don't work. My fan in the bathroom don't work. My ceiling fan in the living room is down. I got a Kool-Aid stain on my carpet, right? Just because I have these issues, I'm not going to pay you rent. Where they do that at, right? Now, it's some things that you as the owner, as a landlord, need to get done right away for your resident, no matter what, right? Heat in the home is a necessity. Heat. They need the heat on. What's the other thing? Right? Hot water. Hot water and heat, right? So the furnace and the hot water heater, those things have to work, right? For the residents, for your tenants, right? If the landlord's not trying to get those things fixed for you, then you have all the rights to withhold that rent money. If the light bulb break, you can withhold the rent money because the light bulb broke? Come on now. So this is the AC unit broke, right? Now, that was one situation that says like the AC unit was broke. But everybody AC not broke. I'm telling you that right now. So yeah, this is what I want y'all to get out of this. These are the 3 points, right? All right. Here's 3 things that renters. Here's 3 things that what's going on with you. Is that my niece? What's up? Here's 3 things that renters need to know. Right. Number 1, it's a rental property. Get that through your heads. Right? It's a rental property. It's not the home that you're going to raise your family in forever, that you're going to get equity into. It's just a rental property. I'm saying that because some residents that I've come across while I've been working in military housing and my residents that I had before when I had my rental property, they want things to be perfect, right? So you'll go over there to fix a messed up doorknob, right? The doorknob will be messed up. You'll send someone out there to fix it. The doorknob, you get there, you fix the doorknob, then they say, oh, this is broke, this is broke, this is broke, this is broke. Okay, you fix all those things. Okay, cool. You go to leave, and the resident's like, yo, excuse me. I can still see some light. It's a crack in the door. When you close it, there's a crack, and I can still see light through the crack. I mean, could you take the door down, put it back up, and try to, get rid of the light that I can see through the crack of the door, right? This is very irritating, very unreasonable. I will tell you this, right? It's a rental property, right? It's not meant to be this lavish, perfect thing, right? That's number 1. I need all the renters to understand that, right? So things that are that you can fix yourself or do yourself, a light bulb, tighten the door, tighten the screw, undo something, whatever, just do it. Don't worry about it. Keep it pushing, right? Are you going to withhold the rent because the light bulb's out? Are you going to withhold the rent because one of the burners on your stove don't work? Number two, right? Number two. Hold on. Let me go back. Number two. Maintenance. Y'all not going to like me. Y'all not going to like me. It's okay. I'm just telling y'all from, my experience, what I've seen, what I know, and, probably what y'all seen and what y'all know too, right? Because everyone needs to live somewhere, right? But number two, maintenance does not have to be perfect or make anything look brand new again. Maintenance needs to be what? Safe and functional. If what the person has fixed in the home is safe, what's up, big dog? Congratulations on the new bundle of joy that's coming. If that thing is functional, like it works properly, like an example I just gave about the doorknob being loose, but then you're complaining about the light, the crack that you can see when you close the door is fixed, it shuts, it locks, it is safe, it's functional. It may not be perfect like how when you first got in the home, but maintenance job is just to make it functional and safe, not to make it look brand new again, right? Number two, this is the last point. Oh my goodness, number two. Tenants never, wait, so let's remember now. It's all good, dog. Let's remember now. These people in Vegas are in court, right? And so they're saying that they're not going to pay rent because something is broken in their home, right? This is why they're not paying rent. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. This is the reasoning behind them not paying rent. So all of a sudden now we all boo-boo the fool, right? We all boo-boo the fool, right? So you mean to tell me that if I fix, or if the landlords or the property managers fix the issue, right, that you're going to pay the rent in full right then and there after I fix whatever. Not I'm saying me, but after the landlords fix whatever, you're going to go ahead and pay the rent in full, but you're back 5 months of rent, right? And if your rent $2,000, that's $10,000. So you mean to tell me you got $10,000 waiting for me because you want me to fix a light bulb, right? Or the landlords or the property manager? I'm not saying me, but I'm just talking in general, right? The same people, the same group of people who had hard times during the pandemic, lost their jobs went away, don't have good side hustles, don't have new skills, refuse to educate themselves to a certain extent, right? These people have all of a sudden, been disciplined enough to say, you know what? Even though the one eye on the stove's not working, I'm not going to pay rent. However, I'm going to save the rent. I'm going to save it every month for when they do fix it, then I'm going to pay. You must be a new type of fool. You got to be a new type of fool. What did Gregory say? What kind of fool is you? I don't believe it for 1 second. Right? So the people in the article in Nevada, let me go back to it. Let me tell you just again, let me recap real quick. My boy Dub on here. This last little part. I'm gonna read it one more time. Just this little part. Right? So people are in court and they're coming before the court and they're about to be evicted. And this legal group and they're observing what's happening. And this is what they see. That even with the majority of cases being seen for non-payment of rent, Tenants often brought up inhabitability issues, right? Such as air conditioner unit broke, maintenance problems, resulting in them not paying rent. I mean, what I really think is, you know what I really think? What I really think is something did break and something's not working. But I don't think you didn't pay the rent because the thing was broke. I think you didn't pay the rent because you did not have the money. Just be honest. I didn't have the money. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Right? You didn't have the bread. It's okay. That's why we in court. Right? It's okay. That's why y'all in court. I'm not in court. I don't want to go to court. I didn't do it, officer. Right? However, like I said, we got solutions. In the description for the YouTube channel, you will see a link for a tech bootcamp school that you can go to about 6 weeks. I did it. I did a class for sales tech engineer. Not only was there educational part of it, but also you can do an internship as well, right? So you can get hands-on experience. And then they also give you a mentor to help you out through the process, right? Not only that, they give you a mentor, they help you with your resume, they help you create your LinkedIn account. If y'all went to my LinkedIn account right now, y'all gonna be like, ooh, that boy LinkedIn look good, right? Jobs starting out at $70,000, $65,000, $70,000 a year, up to $100,000 starting for the first year, right? We need new skills, right? We can talk about, we need to build more houses to help lower the rent for everybody. We can talk about we need more Section 8 housing. We need more low income housing, more income based off of more housing based off of your income. We can talk about that all day. But the likelihood of the government and or private investors building enough homes quickly enough to actually influence the price of rent, it's a no-go. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just a no-go. The one thing that we can all do, even if you're a little slow, because these schools ain't going nowhere, these trainings ain't going nowhere. Take your time, read slow, get a little help, you use a little audio, whatever you got to use. But the point is, we need skills of higher paying jobs, right? Then we won't be in the courthouse in Vegas talking about the air conditioner broke. That's why I'm not paying my rent. Then we won't be at the courts in Vegas talking about they being racist to me because I'm a black woman and I got 3 kids and 2 baby daddies, right? If we get those higher paying jobs, those higher paying skills, we can go ahead and pay the rent all day. Matter of fact, you can pay the rent up for a year. Here you go, boom, here go 25,000. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to you next year, right? So our solution that I always tell people is that go get skills. You don't have to even necessarily use my link in the description. Just go get some training from somewhere, right? That is the solution, right? Because the government is not going to build enough houses, right? Private investors don't have enough pockets. Their pockets are not deep enough to build enough houses, right? There's homes being built out here where I live, but it's not going to affect the rent rate at all, right? If anything, the rents are going to continue to increase. Even check this out, and then I'm gone. Check this out, and then I'm gone. I promise y'all. Look, check this out. Even with low income housing, let's just say your low income housing is, let's just say $750 a month, right? You pay $750, right? That's this year, 2023. Tell me what you think that number going to be in 2025. You think it's still going to be 750? Probably be 800, right? Everybody else is constantly moving forward in some form or fashion. It's extremely rare that a company, a business, a property management company, an owner, a landlord, whomever, a store owner, a business owner, someone who has a product or a service decreases their prices as years price for a quarter, for 3 months, just to get you in, right, to buy the service. Like right now, I'll give you a great example. Mint Mobile, right? Mint Mobile right now, typically for their unlimited plan for their phone services is like $30 a month. However, they slashed it down to $15 for all their services. But that's only going to be for a certain time. Guess what? They're going to go back to their normal price. And then after that, as we move forward in society, as things progress, it's going to get more expensive. So let's not try to be like, oh, these people racist. Oh, they don't like me because of this. Oh, I need this and that in order to live, and they're not giving me this. We have to take it upon ourselves to search and look for training for higher paying jobs, and or everybody's not a worker, right? Some people want to start their own business. Create your business. I'm all for it. Get your business. Create a business. But the business has to be profitable. Think about this. If you start a business and your business only make $20,000 a year, you're like, man, that's not no money. But if you have 4 more of those businesses, you got 5 businesses total, all making $20,000 a year. That's $100,000, right? And you can do 5 businesses. You can create 5 businesses. You can do e-commerce, right? You can do all kind of stuff, right? You ain't gotta leave your house. You can create 5 different e-commerce businesses sitting at your computer. And if you find a way to market them and get them right and get a flow going and get a system going, get some training, understanding, and do those businesses, if you create 5 businesses making $20,000, that's $100,000, right? If you did it once, I believe you can do it again, right? And if you do it twice, you can do it 4 times, right? That's for my people who want to start businesses. For other people who just want a job, like your boy, I'm just trying to get a job with a higher paying job, right? We got to find the new skills. You got to, right? And so that's how I'm gonna leave y'all, man. Salute to my people in Vegas. It looked like the legal team. Let me see if I get their name right. Hold on. Nevada Legal Services is trying to help out, the people who are being evicted in the Las Vegas area, and because these residents, they don't have legal representation, right? When I took my like I said, when I took my person to court, she didn't have a lawyer, right? At least I had enough sense or enough money to be able to go talk with a lawyer, right, about the situation. But you know what she did have? She had her hair done. That was one thing that my wife did notice. She was like, she got her hair done today when she went to court. But yeah, man. And so, hey, that's our show for tonight. Let me hit the glass. It's like that Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hey, thank y'all. Please go ahead and subscribe. Share this with 25 people that you don't know. And like I said, Vegas, Nevada is not even in the top 5 of places of the most filed evictions. They're not even in the top 5, right? And this is happening like crazy in Vegas, in Vegas, in Nevada, right? So until next time, to our next show. Hopefully, I don't have to bring any more bad news about evictions. But hopefully this was some good information for y'all to look into. And for those people who may be actually going through an eviction right now that are in the Vegas area, y'all might want to reach out to the Nevada Legal Services, because you really do need that representation if you're sitting in court, so they can help you prolong, help you get, I'm gonna say prolong the process of the eviction, but to help you try to fight the case as best as possible until you're able to get either a higher paying job or a better living situation or a new living situation, until you're able to really bounce back and get on your feet, right? So salute to those out there. Anybody else in the nation watching this, if you're facing an eviction, or if you're an owner and you've done an eviction, let me know in the comments below. If you have been through an eviction as a resident, let me know, put that in the description, and tell me your experience and what you think about it. And how can people actually help, right? Do we or getting new skills, is that gonna help, right? Learn about coding, right? Maybe, hey, higher paying jobs, baby. That's what we need. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all rocking with me on IG. I see y'all. I see the love. Double salute. I'm signing off on IG. Y'all have a good night. Hey, until we meet again, I don't want nobody to get in any trouble. I want everybody to be positive. Y'all know what I'm saying, for the rest of this week. And y'all stay cool and be cheddar. All right, bro? This your boy Savalas Williams, aka Big Clout Chasing, where we mix what? The culture with the real estate.